All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the San Antonio Spurs versus the Portland Trail Blazers full game highlights, analysis, reaction, and review. Let's jump right into it. I mean, you know, we right back at it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely, you can tell this was a mental challenge game. Meaning, you know, Ant said it, I think, in his press conference, man. This is a test of mental toughness. You know what I'm saying? After that loss, having to come back and play the very next night, might be the best thing, honestly. You don't get to kind of absorb or kind of, you know, use that another day or two to just dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It might have been a blessing in disguise to be able to just come right back at it and play, and be forced to get that out your mind and be in the now. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed to have worked out, you know, for the best, because this was a steady game as far as putting forth a good, steady effort, and energy all game long, I thought. And I thought it came in flows. Like, you know, Nurk had his moments, you know, when they decided not to guard him or just let him do what he wanted to do. I mean, it's it's always good when the opposing defense or the opposing center decides to let Nurk just do whatever. And got it going a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Bam, right there. And they all got it going in different moments. It's what I was saying in the last video. And you know, no adjustments were needed. It's just, I guess, guys just needed to talk about it and how to execute in certain time spans. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in this next 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to go here. And the next 2 minutes, we go in here. And the next, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? As far as players, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy Grant had a tough start. You know what I'm saying? He was like 0 for 7 before he hit his first shot. But again, because of the defense and the steady flow of energy and effort from guys like that, bam, Nasir Little. Shaedon Sharpe provided really good energy and effort off the bench. But because of that, you know, we were able to kind of withstand anything that, now, again, San Antonio is another young team, learning, growing, developing. They just lack the veterans that we have. So you would expect to win this game, you know what I'm saying? But then again, like, you know, we've seen, you know what I'm saying? There's games we would have expected to win and haven't. But that's the NBA, you know what I'm saying? For the most part. I mean, the real good teams, you know what I'm saying, you usually get those wins when you expect to get them, when you're being honest with yourself and you know that this is a team you should beat. You get it done, you know. And this was a young team. I think Poto went crazy against us in one of the games we played before, and then I think in the next game he didn't play. So I was interested in seeing how he was going to play this game. But it looked like we did a good job of utilizing that data that we gained and attacking Poto very well. I mean, it was a couple questionable calls, like you know. But again, we're used to having that every night. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously we didn't dominate the game, you know, as we're watching these highlights now. Nice pick and roll right there. Nice finish by Nurk. But that was easy. You know, Poto didn't even touch Nurk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but nonetheless, you know, like Dame said, you know, you can't worry about how you get him. You know what I'm saying? Just be glad you got him, you know, and this was a win that it was really good to get, you know what I'm saying? It was really good to you know, to get a little bit of wind in the sails again, you know what I'm saying? At least you know, for a game or two, and we'll see what happens next game. If we can increase that win, and see how far we can get, you know, again, because Jeremy Grant didn't necessarily have a good game. but we still played well enough as a unit. Guys still played good defense. I thought the defense was not great, but it was really good. It was good. It was good enough. You know what I'm saying? That was like 3 different levels, but it was a good effort, I should say. It was a really good effort to stay on their man, to not get, because San Antonio will gut you with some of their cuts and some of their movements. But we did a good job, staying with our disciplines and understanding what we were doing on defense against this team. Now this is the 3rd time I think we played them, so that kind of happens. You kind of know what they do well, know what they want to do, and then you just start figuring out how to prevent them from doing those things. That was that first make, I believe, right there. Look, that's when he slapped his 1 for 8 at that point in time. But again, like I said, Jeremy Grant, if all things are going well, he doesn't need to score a lot for us to be successful if he's doing the things on the other end that he can do. You know what I'm saying? As far as defense and helping, challenging shots and rebounding and playmaking on offense. I mean, there's a lot of things Jeremy Grant can do to have an impact. You know what I'm saying? So that was remember what I talked about with that moment, and that was in the flow. I spoke about that in the last video. That's in regards to the flow, man. He was able to do that in the moment, but it was within the flow of the game. It was organic. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. I mean, it's not impossible, or nor should it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. The young fella, man. Did he do? Oh my goodness. My goodness, man. It was a lot of good moments in this game. I'm glad the fans, the home fans, got to see a good victory. This was a fresh air moment. You know what I'm saying? It's really not a lot of PowerPoints here, you know what I'm saying, for this particular game. It's just a refreshing moment, you know what I'm saying? Gary Payton over there looked like he wanted that 3. To get that win, you know what I'm saying? It was needed just for your mentality, just for your you just want them endorphins to go right now. Things have been a little tough lately, so you want that dopamine. You want to feel good and be happy. You know what I'm saying? And we were able to accomplish that. And again, like I said, with the good steady flow, it's just a good continuous. It's like in waves is when I say a steady flow, I don't mean like everybody's going to be hitting shots all the time, all game long. You know what I mean? I just mean it's always moving. It's always in waves, whether it's coming from this person, that person, this group of guys, this group of guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have different waves that are coming, but it's a constant plethora. It's a constant, you know what I'm saying, flow of waves that keep coming. You know what I'm saying? And we're building towards that. It's just going to take some patience. You know what I'm saying? And again, maybe just some little tweaks here. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good ball club, and shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to Coach Billups. Coach Billups did a good job tonight. I mean, he does a good job all the time, but he did a good job tonight. Really getting the guys in a state of mind to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? He did a good job of keeping the guys focused, of not, not getting them, when things got a little tight or we may have gotten down 1 or 2 points, you know what I'm saying? He did a good job of keeping things, in a productive environment, you know what I'm saying? Where guys weren't getting too down, weren't getting, he wasn't getting on guys too hard. And it's a different environment nowadays, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to deal with that. Like we were able to, you know what I'm saying? Like Coach Billups was able to, from Coach Brown, from Larry Brown and George Karl and from all these different guys who may have been hard, you know what I'm saying? some of these guys, you know, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So you just, you know, you have to figure out that balance. You know what I'm saying? And I think coaching staff, for the most part, I think Coach Billups really did a good job, man, of finding that balance this game. And the guys were able to ride that, man. You know, he even got the other guys in there. I don't mean no disrespect when I say the other guys, but he got Trendon Watford and Keon and all those guys in there later in the game. But and not even he got them in up 20 maybe with over 5 minutes left. Some people might think it was a little early, but it was a great move in my estimation, because remember when I spoke in a couple of videos before about getting these guys some garbage minutes, but yet you want to try to get them some meaningful minutes as well. And not, you know, meaningful because somebody's hurt or in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? This was a good opportunity for the guys to come in and build on this lead, keep this lead. And they built on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want to see. You know what I mean? That's what you want to see. Not just from the young guys, but from your team, period. You know what I mean? Which is why the score ended up being the way it was. You know what I'm saying? That constant flow, and it continued even, you know, when the young guys came in. You know what I'm saying? When Jabari and Trendon and Keon and everybody came, and Greg. So, I mean, hopefully we can carry that to the next, you know what I'm saying? And keep building on that, you know, because that's what it's all about. So I appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.